I find slow movements very challenging. To be sure, they have less notes to play, but that does not mean that there is less music in them. In fact, less notes mean there are more spaces to fill, and only with years of experience, one learns how to listen between the notes and how to fill those spaces. As pianists, we're so used to responding to note heads on the music with striking the corresponding keys. But we barely need any real effort to sustain the sounds. Like string players who must draw their bow with pressure, or wind players who must pass air through their instrument. So quite naturally, students who grow up with playing mostly fast movements do not really know what to do between the notes in slow movements. When rests and silence within and between phrases and notes are meaningless for the player, it most certainly will show, and it will feel awkward for the player as well as for the listeners. But often, those moments without any notes change the whole meaning of the music that came before it and the sounds that will follow. Students and inexperienced players are also afraid of making ugly sounds and being too harsh with piano and pianissimo. Because of the nature of our instrument, the prized sound that we must aim for, so we are told by our teachers, is the rounded and singing sounds that seems to happen more by chance than anything we actually do with our fingers and arms. And as a result, students often get more and more inward and intimate, often with their left foot pressing firmly down on that una corda, not making any shape out of phrases. Unless you have a clear idea of phrasing and execute it with a will, music will sound amorphous and as though it is without any artistic intention and not really attention-worthy. Notes themselves are simply not enough to keep the attention of the listeners. We're just that much more exposed with less notes. And should awkwardness come in the way, I encourage you to shed the layer which makes you sound timid and let yourself go. Lift that left foot and experiment with sounds that seem harsh at first. Allow yourself real crescendos that seem to expand in space and time. When you do this, you'll realize that you have a wider possibility for your next note and your next phrase. Little by little, the whole movement will have highs and lows which are not just nice, but also pensive, tragic, and painful. But you will need to get out of your comfort zone and wrestle before you can have this freedom to express. I will leave you with this for today. I won't leave you hanging for too long, and I should be back with the third movement soon. Thank you, and see you next time.